Hi you guys, it is Julia Creations and I'm officially back with another video. Welcome to my YouTube channel, guys. If you're new here or returning, I am a financial coach that teaches people how to budget and get their finances on track. It is the first of the month, you guys. It's actually March 3rd when I'm recording this video, or is it March 3rd or March 5th? It's March 5th when I'm recording this video. And guys, I want to sit down for a second and just take a moment to realize that I don't know why, but March and February are just kind of throwing me off. I don't know if I'm going through like some type of thing in my mind. I don't know if like my brain hasn't processed that we're in March yet. I think the first of the month just starting on a Saturday, and you guys gonna be like, why does it matter what day the first of the month starts on? Let me know in the comments if you feel the same way, like the first of the month starting on like the weekend just throws you off. I think it threw off my posting schedule because usually I don't like to post heavy on the weekends. So I posted my video for Saturday, which I can't remember what Saturday's video was. Oh, Saturday's video was how to wrap up your budget. And I use an example of a client that has a bi-weekly budget, because I did a poll on Instagram, and I'm gonna put the little poll here thing on the side so you guys can see it. And most of my clients have bi-weekly budgets, so I think I kind of want to make more bi-weekly budgets and just show different examples. Since I'm not paid bi-weekly and my income varies, I just want to make sure you guys have the resources that you need. So please, if there's something that you require or something you need extra help with or something that you want to see me post, guys, please let me know, because I'm just thinking, okay, well, I need to help my clients with this, and then I'm doing my one-on-ones, my consultations, and those clients are, you know, they're telling me what they need because they're booking sessions. So if you guys need help setting up a personalized budget or getting those questions answered, make sure you guys reach out. I will be taking a minute to shout out Client Cam, you guys. February was crazy for Client Cam. I haven't done Client Cam. I didn't do Client Cam for January just because too much was going on. Or it was February, I think. Or no, it was January. February just ended. So I'm going to take a second, you guys, just to do Client Cam and pull up some of these debt payoffs from February, because I'm honestly just intrigued with how hard you guys worked for February. Like, I cannot believe how many of you guys paid off debt for February. Like, I'm actually still in disbelief. So hold on, guys. I'm going to pull up Client Cam, and we're going to just acknowledge some of the budget babes that paid off their debt. I'm so proud of you guys, and I know I did a whole video doing like a testimony, but I want to give a shine a light to all my clients. So just for everybody that's working hard and reaching their goals, and letting you know that I acknowledge you, I see you, and I'm so proud of you. So I'm gonna go through and just put the names on the screen, you guys, and shout out the ones that I have in my screenshots. So for February, the first debt payoff we had was well, Jenny, I'm gonna go ahead and shout out Jenny, because she did pay off the rest of her debt going into the 1st of March. So she did get a certificate, but she did pay off 2 cards on the 31st going into February 1st. So congratulations to her. Then Miss Monette had paid off all of her debt, you guys, and it's crazy. So she got her certificates. We had Miss Kelly. She paid off 4 credit cards in the past 30 days. So congratulations to her. Then Natty paid off a credit card as well. And then we also have Bree. She paid off some debt. I'm going to put all these people on the screen, you guys. And then Kin officially became debt free, and that was the one I made a video about. I'm just going to give a shine a light, you guys, so bear with me. Adasia got her very first car yesterday, or not yesterday, in February. So congratulations to her. And then we also had Cynthia. She paid off her braces. And then we have Miss Celine. She paid off some of her phone payments she had. And then we have Kay. She paid off $13,000 worth of debt. And then yeah, I think that's it. I think I got everybody that sent the debt payoffs. And then everybody else is going into March. So I'm not going to put who paid off anything for March yet, because that's going to go in March. We did do the raffle. Some people won gift cards. But also, I just want to say congratulations to all you guys paying off your debt. Like, I get so excited hearing your stories, your testimonies. If nobody cares, I care. But let's get straight into this video. All right, you guys. So I have already did my budget wrap up for February. I posted little clips on my TikTok. If you guys aren't following my backup TikTok account, please make sure you guys are following that account. We're trying to get that account to 1,000 followers, so make sure you're following there. I have been putting itty bitty clips, but what I'm going to go through, I'm going to go through and talk about how my month went, things that I've noticed and patterns that I've had just with my journey for February. February was a weird month for me. I don't know why I feel so off. So I feel like a transparency post of just talking about like how my month went, how I felt, and just things like that. Just talking about it and just being a moment to discuss. This video is gonna be not super long, you guys. I already did my budget, but I want to talk about tricks, tips and things that I'm doing going into March that are going to help me and things that may help you. You guys always like hearing like little bits of advice that I have, so I'm going to talk about it and we're going to get into the process and just get into the nitty-gritty. And plus, you guys, I have been doing like little clips. I know in January I didn't post me setting up my February budget on my YouTube channel. I think that was because I wind up sitting at a coffee shop and I just sat down, and I don't know, you guys, it's not that my budget is becoming personal. I love teaching you or being transparent with you guys and showing you my actual budget. But lately, I just been like in spaces where I've been romanticizing my budget journey and I forget that I have to record it. And now you guys are saying, can't you just use another planner and like re-record it? I could, but at this point, I'm just going to go over my goals that I have and do this. I like to document my budget, not only for you guys, but for myself as well. I like going back and looking at it or just seeing different things, how I spent in the month. It's really nice when you have the budget planner and you go through and you see everything you spent for the year. It helps me with my taxes. It helps me with everything. Honestly, I don't know how I would survive without a budget planner. I did set up my budget a little later in March. Like since the first was on the 1st, I was still doing my wrap up and kind of just didn't get started till like Monday, so it feels kind of weird for me. That's what I was saying, the 1st being on the weekend just threw me off and on my schedule. So just kind of getting into the motions of getting everything set up and just going over it. But anywho, you guys, this was my budget that I set for February. Here's my calendar. Here's all my bills and my expenses. Here is what I plan to spend for the month. This is how much I plan to spend on my rent, my electric, my gym membership, all of that good stuff. My goal was to save and put some money away for my car registration. So I'm technically not pulling that from my budget or whatever the case may be. So what I wanted to do when I talk about the overview, I want you guys to start thinking about how your month went and getting into detail with it. I feel like we do a little skim through, but I kind of wanted to talk about the process of going through and actually looking at your numbers and seeing if everything is still cohesive of what you've set. So like this is just spotting any trends or anything that may have changed within your budget and looking at it and just, you know, noting it. Like, do subscriptions, have any of your subscriptions changed? Going in your expense tracker, did you add any subscriptions? Did you change anything? Did you cut anything? Looking at your budget for the month, is there anything that you want to change? So these are my variable expenses. We were just talking about this on live the other day, what to do with your variable expenses and how to kind of go about those variable expenses and what are variable expenses. So anything that can change in your budget is a variable expense. So I'm going to talk about this again because I know some people had some confusion. So when we're talking about variables, this can be your gas. Your gas can change if you wind up not taking as many trips, or you work from home on some days, or you go into the office on other days. So things like that, your gas can fluctuate. Your groceries, are you eating more food, or what are, you know, prices of groceries go up and down. So is your grocery budget changing in any way? Also your self-care can change. You can maybe not do your nails this month. Maybe some of you guys are on a no spend challenge. So things like that can happen as well. Spending, what are your spending habits? Are you giving yourself enough money where you're not having impulsive spending? So that's something to look in as well. So that's that. And then going through and looking at your weekly or bi-weekly budget and seeing if there's anything you need to spread out. Is this working for you? So for me personally, I do eating out for $27 per week. Is that $27? Is that going well for me? Is that becoming an issue? So I kind of wanted to talk about this video, just going through and getting very detailed with yourself and having those conversations with yourself, because so many times we get so focused on, okay, I need to set up my budget. This is what I need to do. But sometimes you just need to reevaluate and see what you're doing. The last video I posted was how to reality check, which is a really good video. But guys, you're not going through each month and you're not really focusing on your weekly spending trends and all of those type of things. So this is kind of what I wanted to go in and look at and just have these conversations. So, you know, you can use this for looking in your planner and just going back. I feel like this is a type of video I don't have on my YouTube channel, so I feel like it's something to bring in here. As you can see, I've noticed in the last few months, if you watch any of my setting up my budget videos, my expenses for the first week of the month is usually my heaviest week of the month. So now, depending on your pay period or how you're paid, is that a issue for you? Do you feel like you have too much going on at the beginning of the month? Is there a way you need to space things around and having those conversations with yourself? And me personally, I feel fine with everything at the beginning of the month. I try to do my main grocery shopping. I try to do my reset for the month and just get prepared. And you know, rent is the biggest expense for me. So I feel fine with that. Looking at this, my weekly spending, let's look at how we did for the expense tracker. We did talk about a new system for your expense tracker by breaking down your expense trackers to each week, how much you spend on a weekly basis. That way you can see everything. And then by weekly, girls, we had gave you guys like a different breakdown that you can follow that was beneficial for you. So here's the expense tracker that I spent, and now I can see exactly how much I've spent per week and compare it to the weekly budget. So February was actually a very light month for me, which is crazy to think. I feel like February was, I don't know, I feel like I was kind of just pacing myself and just trying to not overspend on anything this month and just really stick to my budget and honestly be under my budget. I didn't have much that I wanted to buy this month, so I don't know if that was what, you know, possibly affected it or not. But as you can see, that is all of my budget for the whole entire month, literally. And it doesn't seem like I've spent that much because this time of the year is where I kind of re-up on my inventory. I'm getting through holiday season and I'm about to pay my taxes, things like that. I try to focus on making sure my personal spending is limited so I can focus on getting other stuff, you know, done that needs to be done. So restocking from the business. As a business owner or a self-employed person, I try to make sure I'm not doing too much of my expenses so I don't feel bombarded with this time of the year. So I don't know if anybody else feels that way, that goes through this type of season around this time, because it's like everything's coming up. I have annual fees coming up, car insurance, not car insurance, car registration coming up, pet fees, you know, vet stuff for my dogs. It's around that time where they get things like that. So I'm kind of just taking a break to make sure I get all my ducks in a row. So that's that portion there, you guys. So now I'm going through and we're looking at our reality checking page. So noticing if there's any trends from the last few months. I feel like you guys should do this every 3 months. I think it would be a really good thing. We did a end of the year audit, but I think going through every 3 months and kind of just seeing what you've spent for the year in the last 3 months and picking up any hiccups was a good thing to do. I don't know, you guys, I'm all about progression and finding where issues lie. Lately, I've been having a lot of clients that I've done private sessions with where I've set up their budget and they get off track a little bit and they're trying to find their way back in it. And I feel like taking these steps or kind of seeing what's going on to fix the issues is the best thing to do. So just having like that serious conversation with yourself and acknowledging your spending habits and thinking about it and just putting that into perspective, you guys. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm babbling a lot, but I feel like I'm trying to say something that's actually beneficial. So excuse me if I'm all over the place, you guys. So here's everything I spent for the month. As you can see, my gas is pretty good, $52. Subscription still pretty good. Spending wasn't a heavy month this month. I didn't get my hair done. I don't know why I've been holding on to this sewing. I want to get my hair done, but it's just like not priority to me. I just keep like washing it and putting in rollers and calling it a day, but I keep putting it in my budget so whenever I'm ready to do it, I have the funds to do it and I'm not thinking about it. So that's the case. Utilities are pretty averaging the same moving forward. This 164 is kind of where I'm at, this 160 range. So I'm feeling fine with utilities, nothing stressful. Groceries, I'm doing pretty good with groceries. Eating out, so far, honestly, I'm trying to reduce myself from eating out, you guys. It's very easy to impulsively go get something to eat, even if you have a budget for it. So I've been working on counting my calories because I'm doing a fitness journey where I'm trying to gain weight, you guys. I feel like I'm being so transparent in this video and I love that for me. But I'm doing a fitness journey. So guys, meal prepping and planning meals has been my thing lately. So your girl will be, I don't know if you guys want to see more videos like that, but I'll be posting about my journey with that, you know, my financial journey of what I'm spending on my meals and things like that, so you guys can have that. And then my car insurance doing still pretty good. And then my impulsive category wasn't that bad. I'm still counting my coffee as impulsive. Honestly, you guys, it's not even the coffee that's really getting to me. It's really just energy drinks. Like, I've been wanting to have so much caffeine since I've been going to the gym more and more. So I'm thinking for this month, I'm probably going to buy something in bulk, so I'm not going and getting like stuff, you know, to add to my caffeine or whatever the case may be. So that's why I'm holding myself accountable with my coffee, you guys. I don't know if you guys remember my audit video, but I had discussed like going through that and trying to change that. So that's what I have for that portion. Now let's go ahead and go into March. I did reach my goal for the month. I didn't have any obstacles I faced this month. No unplanned expenses. My biggest accomplishment for the month was sticking to my eating out budget. And then my goal for next month going into March is getting my car registration done and getting my taxes taken care of, so I don't have to worry about that. So March is a pretty stand forward month for me, you guys. Once again, nothing too crazy coming on for this upcoming month. I want you to think about everything you have coming up. I know I have my gym annual fee coming up in April, June-ish, around that ballpark, and then my animals need their shots around that time. So I know for next month we'll be planning for that, and anything I save from March will be going in that sinking funds for that. So this is everything I have. Don't forget to put your credit card minimum dates and your statement dates in your calendar, you guys. Very beneficial. It's something you should be including in there every single month. It just helps knowing those dates. When do you need to stop making transactions on those credit cards? Keeping that process very simple. And then here is my monthly budget that I set up for the month. This is everything I plan to spend for the month, my fixed bills and my variables. And once again, you guys, looking at my spending habits from last month and just my my variable expenses, I kept them pretty much the same. And I made a mistake, you guys. I forgot to add my subscriptions to my damn section here. That's why my numbers are off. You guys know I hate putting like white out on my planner at all, but it is what it is. So once again, guys, my method, since I am self-employed, my income varies. What I like to do is always plan to be a month ahead. So I basically already pay myself for the month, and then what I'm making, I pay myself back for the next month. So that's usually the process that I like to do. Do 2 bill accounts. Do your bill account that just has your bills in there, so that portion is set for you. And then I like to put my variables on my credit card, pay my credit card as I go. So the minute I go get groceries, put the money back on my credit card, so that way I'm paid off and I'm noticing how much I'm spending on groceries and using that with my expense tracker. So here's everything I plan to spend for the month, everything I wrote down. And then I have my weekly budget here. I personally don't like weekly budgets, you guys, because my main reason for me not liking a weekly budget is a monthly has always worked for me, because I already plan to spend that amount of money. And usually when those accounts go under the amount or it's getting low, I'm like, okay, I can't touch my variable money no more. I can't touch my bill account, or my bill account, just everything's an auto pay, so it just takes out and then it just comes out of the account. But weekly budgets, I feel like they're good to just kind of see and give yourself a goal each week to make sure you're remaining on track. So if your income isn't always the same every single week, I highly recommend setting up a weekly budget just to kind of see, okay, well, what do I need to make for the week? What bills are coming out for the week? If you're not already planning to be a month ahead, and you know, you might be a server or you might be self-employed and you're really relying on your income to come in because you don't have a pre-ahead income setup, make sure you're working your way to knowing what comes out each week and leveraging and moving things around as you need to be. So once again, guys, I was kind of talking about this in the earlier side of this video. My first week is usually my heavier week. I fill up my gas tank, I get my groceries, I do my spending here, which if I need any spending, I just give myself the money for it. Honestly, you guys, I'm not a heavy spender. Like, you're not about to catch me going out and buying a whole bunch of things. I don't know why. I just don't always need anything. Like, for me to spend my money, it takes a lot for me to be like, okay, I need something. I really don't have a reason to spend super heavy just these last few months. Honestly, all the money I be getting, I be spending it back on my business. So if you're a business owner, or you may be self-employed, or you're like that, I don't know, I think of my money as an investment. So I don't like to spend a lot of money but I still give myself those boundaries and I give myself those limits, so that way I don't feel impulsive and I feel confident. So for you guys that don't necessarily have a spending budget, reevaluate your budget, look at your last spending habits and see, do I need to give myself a spending budget? Will a spending budget be beneficial for me? Will that help me in some sort of way to make sure I'm doing fine? I don't know, you guys. I just personally don't feel like I need to buy things a lot. There's not really things that I think I need. I don't know. I guess I'm a very like articulate thinker. I'm like, do I need this? Is this gonna help me? Like, I don't know. I'd rather just give my business more stuff and make it better. So that's kind of where my spending money goes. Or I treat myself every now and then. I give myself a self-care. I usually always get my nails done every single month and things like that. So I have motion to have that towards the 3rd week of the month. So just planning those out. And then my budget for the next week, of course, and then here are my bill payment sheet to keep track of my bills. I did go ahead and add my credit cards in the bill payment sheet, you guys. I think it's beneficial to add that there, just in case if you're one of the type of people that miss your credit card minimums. I feel like my bill tracker sheet wasn't as full, so I wanted to add extra stuff to it. And they're like, Julia, why you want to add more bills? I don't know, guys. I just want my planner to feel like 100% filled out. Just add stuff in it, look at it, and be aware of it, so that way when things get paid, I can go ahead and scratch it off. And then I haven't did anything for my expense tracker yet, but I'm actually going to update my expense tracker while I'm on here with you guys, because I have made some transactions in the last few days, so I'm going to add that on here. And then I did want to talk about the grocery list, because I just made a TikTok about this, but you guys have asked me about this, and I want to talk about the shopping list and how this works, because you guys said I don't have a video on this. I don't know if I'm going to do another example, but I'm going to squeeze it in here while I'm talking about how I plan my month, because the shopping list, personally, I usually get the same things for grocery shopping, you guys. So the shopping list is kind of like rice, chicken, like simple meals that I make over and over again. So I feel like it's nothing luxurious. One of my budget babes was like, can you do like a grocery haul, or can you show us what you get for grocery shopping? I'm like, you guys are gonna get so tired of my grocery shopping hauls, because it's gonna be a big thing of salmon, which there is a grocery shopping haul on here. You guys can watch that video. A big thing of salmon, rice, and fish, probably tilapia and cucumbers, and that's gonna be it. Like, you guys are not gonna be satisfied. But like I said, I am trying to gain some weight right now, so I am eating more and trying to find recipes that I don't get bored of, and still remaining on my meal prep journey. So basically what I did this week, or not this week, today actually, the 5th, I went grocery shopping. I am going to put that in my expense tracker, but I went through and I wrote a list of kind of what I want to eat for this week, so I'm not like not trying to figure out where my money is going to go for my groceries or how much I want to spend on groceries. I do have a $60 grocery budget for this particular week that I wrote in my budget planner, which I'm going to show you guys right here. In my weekly planner, I did get my gas tank filled, and I did get groceries. So I got everything that I wrote on this list that I told you guys on my YouTube, not my YouTube, my TikTok. So this is everything I got, you guys. So just planning out your meals, thinking about what you want to eat. This could be your meals for the month. I'm pretty repetitive. Like, I could eat the same thing over and over again, and it doesn't really bother me. But if you're one of the type of people, I say get meals and plan out meals that you can plan for the whole month. Just thinking about that, planning everything out, and getting that together with. And then I definitely need to get some fruit, you guys. I have been slacking on eating fruit, and my body has been feeling it in every way. So I made sure I got some fruit, and I'm gonna make those little protein banana pancakes. So I got this stuff for that, you guys. So I'm excited to try those. But and then household items, just go ahead before you're going out and getting anything. They'll sneak up on us. I know in the next week or two I'm going to need some laundry detergent, so I'm going to make sure I write that on there. Laundry detergent, you know, little stuff for cleaning the shower, things like that. Household items, just make sure you're writing those in there and planning it out. So I just say look at your house every week, and before you go to the store, just make sure you're writing everything out. You know, trash bags, things like those come up. And then beauty, so far as beauty, I do know I want to get some new makeup foundation this month. So when I'm planning to go and use that, it's probably going to be part of my spending budget. I'm just going to put it in my beauty section and write down what I plan on getting, so that way I'm monitoring that. But that's basically it for the shopping list, you guys. I hope that answers the question. And then I'm going to go ahead and update my expense tracker, since we are already I've already made a few transactions for this month. All right, you guys, so we're gonna go ahead and start our first week of March. It's crazy to think. And then 3/1, we're gonna go ahead and put $16.60 is what I paid for my rent. and that's going to be a planned expense. And 3/2, I went ahead and spent $166 on my electric bill, which is also going to be planned. Sorry you guys, my neighbor's dogs are super loud outside. I apologize. I have my dog sitting by me. It's probably like, what is going on? Alright, so I have my those that came out, and then my gym membership also came out here for $32, and that's going to be gym, and that was planned. And then I think that the 3rd was also on that Monday, right? So I also did get an energy drink. I had caffeine, so it was about $7 for, I'm gonna say, coffee. And that's gonna be impulsive. I'm gonna put it as impulsive so I can try to avoid that at all costs. And then let me make sure I crossed off that bill on my bill tracker section. So go ahead and put paid. All right. And then today, which was the 5th, I went ahead and I filled up my gas tank, and I put $25 towards gas, which is a planned expense. Okay. And then I also went grocery shopping today, and I spent $53 on groceries. Planned. Okay, so this has been my first week of the month, which is everything that was supposed to come out, and this is what I've done so far when it came to my spending, groceries, and my gas. So I'm doing pretty good on those terms, but you see I'm already doing a nice little check-in and kind of seeing what I've spent to make sure I'm staying on track. And that's basically everything, you guys. And I also recommend updating your expense checker daily. If you're one of those people that tend to forget things, make sure you go ahead and update your expense tracker on a weekly basis if that's going to be more beneficial for you. So there is my expense tracker. This is my plan I have for March. I do plan to get my car registration and pay my taxes this month, so that's something that's on here for me. Alright you guys, sorry I had to pause the video because they were getting super loud outside. It's always this one dog that is super rowdy outside. I don't know what be going on, but I didn't want to have that in the background of my video, so I just waited for them to stop. So but yeah, you guys, that's my goal and just my overview. I know this video is kind of short. Saturday's video is going to be a bi-weekly budget and just different things like that. I'm sorry you guys, I feel so off. I don't know what it is, but I feel so off these last couple days, so I'm trying to like get back to myself. But I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys for everybody that's booking consultations. I can't wait to meet with you guys. I'm so excited to hear about your goals, and there's already been so many debt payoffs for this first week of March too. If I missed anybody in the debt payoffs, I'm sorry you guys, I apologize. Those are the ones I have on my debt payoff screenshots on my highlights on Instagram. So if you guys ever want to see the debt payoff results and client reviews, they're all on my Instagram, you guys. We have our community over there too. So if you guys aren't following my Instagram and you're part of the YouTube family, we want you over there. I usually post pictures of me packing orders, questions that the clients may have, or I'll post results and reviews on there. So make sure you guys are joining the Instagram family. And then if you have any video ideas or things you want me to go over, or things that will benefit you, please let me know, guys, in the comments below, and let me know what your goal is for March. And I hope you have a great month, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.